In this video, I want to demonstrate how to make a rotary pattern of these louvers and this hole in my sheet metal part. To make a rotary pattern, I need an axis to rotate about. So I'm going to come over here in the feature tree. I'm going to select my front and my right planes while holding control. And then I'm going to choose the drop down arrow below reference geometry and tell it to create an axis there. And I'll say OK. With the axis still selected, I'm going to come up here to the linear pattern, choose the drop down arrow, and choose circular pattern. So it recognizes that as the axis. So I need to tell it I want these equally spaced around 360 degrees and I want to make 4 instances. And then it's asking me what features do I want to pattern. So I'm going to pattern the hole. We see the preview right away. I also want to pattern the linear pattern. So we see that preview. But I need to include the initial long louver that was patterned as well. So I'll select it. Now everything looks good. I'll say OK. And I made a very simple rotary pattern or circular pattern in my sheet metal part. The last thing I want to do is come back here to the sheet metal tab and I'm going to flatten it. Okay. We notice when we flatten it, nothing happens to these. These are punched in probably before the bends, but they could be punched in after. And obviously they cannot be flattened out once they're formed in. And remember, these are done with the forming tool. And when we bring the punch press down and punch these out, the material will cut or rip itself here to form this from the material that was at this location.